But maybe the key was those par saves at 11 and 13 when you had to make lengthy putts.
Yeah, I mean, I made a bit of a mess of 11. I've just been, not putting myself in the best spots in that hole so far this week. But yeah, those momentum savers are things that I feel like I haven't been doing that great a job of. I kept on kind of shooting myself in the foot in a lot of events that I've been playing. But to keep the momentum going, keep moving forward is great. And yeah, 6 to 10 foot putts are what I'm trying to improve. And today they work pretty well. So very happy.
Obviously, the ball striking again better today. 10 of 14 fairways, 16 of 18 greens. What's been the difference between the first two rounds and today?
First 2 rounds, I was trying a few different things with the driver. I was kind of trying to find 3 different sort of ball flights that I could use: a bigger drive, a standard drive, and a lower sort of safe drive. And I didn't really do enough. I know get a good enough feel with any of them. And so yesterday afternoon, I just kind of tried to groove my nice, consistent sort of stock driver, and just took that out there today and used that all day, and a lot more comfortable. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way things went today, and I just need to keep that feel going tomorrow.
One of the things I noticed out there, it seems like you were committed with every shot. There was no doubt. You didn't back off. You didn't question it. Is that a key for you, and is that something you actually work on?
Yeah, I have. I've been working on that a lot, especially if you're playing well towards the end of a round. Just that there's a little bit of an urge to be a little bit more careful, and you have to kind of override that with the mindset of, I need to just keep doing what I have been doing, keep this going, and not get ahead of myself. And the more the more opportunities I give myself to work on that, the better, because the only way you can really do a good job of practicing that is when you're having a great round or you're having a great tournament to keep it moving forward. So I've been getting a few opportunities, and it was nice to make the most of today. And it's a 4-round event, so one more good one, and we just got to see where that leads me.
You're now in your third season. First season, learning curve. Last year you finished inside top 125, make it to the FedEx Cup playoffs. As you go forward, what are your expectations?
I just want to keep improving. I mean, each year I pick up on things that I struggled with and try and do a better job of those. Last year was a much better run. With the last season, without the kind of all the quarantining, I felt like I was really finding my stride. And then after a couple of months of not touching a club or hitting a ball, I kind of lost a little bit of that and had to work back into it. But now I'm starting to find a groove, and it's coming down to some of the finer details. Just think I'm starting to figure out what works for me best, and it's about continuing that through good stretches of golf, getting up towards the top of the leaderboard, and I want it to start leading towards chances to win tournaments and stuff. And I feel like I'm starting to get closer to that, but it's still a lot of hard work to go to tomorrow to give myself another chance.
Well, great plan. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah.
So, have you had a start like that out on tour at all, or anything like that?
I think I've had stretches, but maybe not to start a round out. I think I've done it as an amateur before, but it's been a little while since I've had a kick like that to start my round. Yeah.
Did you have a number in mind for that?
No. My process today was just trying to improve my ball striking from the last 2 rounds. I feel like I was all over the shop and just hung in there really well and putted really well round 1, and the putting didn't really save me in round 2 as much as it did the first round, so it was kind of a bit lackluster, but it was all just ball striking, just concentrating, being comfortable and finding the right shots. And if I could just do that all the way around, that was going to maximise my score, so I didn't really kind of cap it at anything. I thought I could have something good, I just needed to keep doing what I was doing.
At what point did you feel like this could be a pretty special day?
It was one of those rounds where you kind of forget where you're at. I just felt like I did a really good job of staying in the moment, and sometimes when you just find that zone where you're trusting your driver, you're trusting your irons, your putter feels really good, you're not really worried about the score, you're just trying to get yourself back into that headspace for each shot. And I've been low before, but it's been a long time. But I didn't really think about it too much. Today was an opportunity where halfway round, having a great round, and I was just like, I gotta keep doing this. I've been working on this. I haven't done a good job of this lately. So this is a brand new 9 holes, and I've got to get back to what I was doing. So that was the key for me, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah. When did you get married, and what has that done for your perspective in terms of golf not being the end all be all of human existence?
I've been with my wife Jonica for a few, that was over 6 years now. So I feel like we actually had been living a life that was basically married for quite some time. But it was really nice to kind of cap it all off with a really nice day. It was September 5th. So it's been a few weeks now. Things haven't changed much. We're still together, so it's working really well. And yeah, it's nice to kind of really have a nice home base now in Seattle. We've got a house and a dog together.
When
And
did you do that? When did you move to Seattle?
I've been in Seattle for 4 or 5 years now. But ever since I came over here and turned pro and played my first year on the Mackenzie Tour, I called Seattle my home. And yeah, but getting a house earlier this year really kind of cemented it as my home base. So.
Pre-pandemic, you bought it?
Right as it was starting, actually, we were finalising everything up. So it hasn't been too long, but I feel like Jonica and I have made the most of a pretty rough year with getting a few big things done. So we tried to make it as enjoyable a 2020 as we possibly could with all the things that were going on for us. So, yeah.
Do you feel like you've proven that you belong out here yet, or do you feel like you need to prove that tomorrow?
Well, I'm still here, third season now. I feel like starting to get more consistent. I'm making a lot more cuts. I feel like my good golf is good enough, and you know, starting to be there or thereabouts a little bit more often, I think is just it's a comfort level thing that I really gained after the first season out here. I felt like I tried way too hard, but I knew I had enough game to be out here, and this last season a lot more. Good tournaments, a couple of top 10s started creeping in there, and I feel like I can compete out here. It's just putting 4 rounds together for me now.
And what experience will you draw on tomorrow, playing maybe with the lead or one of the last groups?
Just the things that work for me under pressure. I think I just got to make sure I just do a good job of those. Just staying present, being really committed to each shot that I hit. You know, not trying too hard to hold putts or trying too hard to hit a fairway. The best way those things happen is if you just let it happen and just give yourself, you know, a relaxing sort of visual of, you know your comfortable ball flight, you know where you need to start this, you know what the swing feels like, just repeat it, don't worry if there's trouble left or trouble right. So yeah, I'll just keep it simple and try and make a lot of birdies.
Did you win the Australian Open,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What were you going into the final day there?
I was 6 back. I had I'd been in the lead to start the tournament. I shot 8 under in the first round and then kind of just slowly dropped back to a position where I didn't even think I was a chance anymore. And to be honest, I didn't see the leaderboard all day. Every time I looked at it, it was on the second page. And I was just like, if I'm having a great round, I'm sure someone else up there is probably going well as well. But it wasn't an easy day. And I didn't find out until after I finished, to be honest. I walked in the scoring area and they said, have a look at the TV behind you. So that was just a day I just felt like I was just needing to charge and make as many birdies as I could and just try and get myself up there. So it's a different story when you know you're in the lead or near the lead. So I think, yeah, it's just the patience again. There's added pressures and stuff like that going on. So you just got to kind of, get out of your own way.
This is a tournament where the winner's been a first timer last 6 years. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't been this tournament hasn't been at this course for a super long time, so I'm sure the experience that a lot of the guys who've been out here longer would have had on a different golf course that they played multiple times, 10 plus years. I think everyone kind of started from scratch, and maybe that puts everyone in a level playing field. So I'm not really sure. The par fives are long. A lot of the younger guys hit the ball quite a long way, so that might give them an advantage. I'm not sure, but it's just a good test. And yeah, a lot of the older guys, a lot of the younger guys are all having good scores. So I don't know why it's come down to every single one being a first timer, but hopefully there's another one. So
Thanks,
that'd be
Cameron.
cool.
Thank you.
No worries.
Cameron.
Alrighty.